And I've had a lot of conversations with our colleague Alan Onsman about Tesla and Elon Musk's role there. And he has faced criticism that he was an absentee CEO. He was a polarizing figure when he was involved in the Trump administration. He was a special government employee and he was the head of Doge. And Alan said, that's bad. He reported it's bad for business. It's bad for Tesla at the time. Since then, Elon Musk has taken a step back. He departed government. It seems like while he had a good friendship with President Trump, that was fast and furious. It kind of flamed out. He has been in the past publicly critical of President Trump. Is that good for his bottom line that he's removed himself a little bit from politics?
Yeah, and I mean, there have certainly been, other things going on. Like, I think people are, rightly or wrongly starting to get excited about like Tesla's AI story. And, I think they had a pretty good quarter recently, or, I think they just released their deliveries numbers for their latest quarter, and those were, pretty solid. But just the fact that, the stock had sort of bottomed out, the day prior to him announcing that he was going to be stepping back from Doge and spending more time on Tesla, and has doubled since. Yeah, I think that, pretty clearly, speaks to the fact that, investors viewed it as a distraction, and the fact that that distraction, at least in part, seems to have gone away, is meaningful to investors. He still has, other distractions. He has founded or co-founded and runs like six different companies, including the ones I mentioned earlier. But Tesla is doing everything they can to get him, focused. The board proposed, as you viewers probably have heard at this point, but they proposed a record-breaking new pay package for him that, requires him to hit a bunch of crazy milestones like, growing the company's market capitalization by more than eightfold over the next 10 years. But if, he were to do that, and, he has, in the past on a smaller scale, with similar compensation packages, achieved milestones that people thought were crazy from the outset. But that would give him potentially additional Tesla stock, worth like $1 trillion before, things like taxes and there's a cost of unlocking the shares. But the $1 trillion number is sort of the headline number that has been thrown around. And yeah, I think a big part of that was trying to make sure that Musk is focused and invested in the future of Tesla. And I think that is another, like, investors seem to have reacted, positively to the award. You might think they wouldn't given the size of it, but I think, yeah, like a focused Elon Musk is a good thing for Tesla.